If I was to ask you what you dislike most about your job, you'd probably be able to reel off a list of things pretty quickly. Your boss, the commute, the lack of variety in the role, to simply not being challenged enough. However, one thing that we don't think about enough is, what do we love most about our job? We simply take that for granted. But this is where the key lies in being truly happy in your career or your role. So ask yourself, what 3 things do I love most about my job? And then more importantly, ask yourself why. Why do I enjoy it? By asking yourself this question in this way, the roots of your job search strategy will be anchored to positivity and the things you enjoy, ensuring that your next job is the perfect fit for you. How to reduce waffling. This is 60-second career advice. Waffling. It happens to the best of us. Now, there are many reasons that can cause you to waffle through your interview. However, I'm going to give you one simple piece of advice that I give to my clients that can really help. When you're asked a question, don't rush into it. Take a moment to really absorb the question and organise your thoughts. And also, don't feel the pressure to rush. What might seem like an age whilst thinking in brain time, in actual fact is no more than a few seconds in the real world. And by doing this, you'll be able to compose yourself and be able to deliver your answer with more structure and less waffle. How to be more influential in meetings. This is 60-second career advice. Meetings. So how many have you been to this week? 1, 2, 3, 4? They're part and parcel of our daily office routine. However, I'm going to give you one piece of advice that's going to make a real difference in having your opinion heard and recognised. And the key to this is empathy. If you want others to value your opinion, you have to value theirs. So the next time you're in a meeting, say something along the lines of, I agree with Sarah's point about A, B, C, and John's point about D, E, F. And to add to that, ... Or, I think we should definitely do X, Y, or Z. And as Steve mentioned earlier, we need to ... so on and so forth. You'll find that others appreciate your recognition and at the same time pay more attention to what you have to say and value your opinion more, making you more influential in meetings. So why not give it a try and let me know how you get on. How to say no without upsetting anyone. This is 60-second career advice. Firstly, it's important to prioritize. Recognize that your work takes priority over everyone else's. Secondly, if someone does approach you and ask you for help, ask yourself the following question. If I were to help this person, will it have a negative impact on my current workload, my mental health and well-being, and deadlines? If it does, simply say that you have too much on your plate at the moment. However, once you say that, always provide a solution. Either show them how to solve the problem themselves, or suggest a person that could possibly help them aside from yourself. If you do find that the person is being persistent, there is a possibility that they are a serial asker. And in this instance, stay firm, and eventually they'll realise that you aren't such a pushover, and will eventually stop asking. This is about taking control back, and putting yourself first, and recognising from time to time there's nothing wrong with saying no. 3 ways to ensure that your presentation has more impact, going from average to fantastic. This is 60-second career advice from Job Interviewology. Firstly, know what message you're trying to get across to the audience in your presentation. Have a clear idea of the 3 most important things that you want them to learn and understand from the experience. Secondly, less is more. Stick to the most important points. The more simple the information on your slide is, the more likely your audience will remember and understand your message. And thirdly, insert some humour. It doesn't have to be hilariously funny, but it will provide the presentation with some additional stimulus that will keep the audience more engaged. So try this in your next presentation and let us know how you get on. How to have more presence in meetings. This is 60-second career advice from Job Interviewology. For this, I have 2 simple yet very important habits that you need to form. Firstly, think before you speak. Give yourself at least 3 seconds before responding to a question. This will give you more time to formulate and organise your thoughts. At first it might feel a bit tough, but over time you will find yourself becoming more comfortable with it. Secondly, use simple mind maps to develop a clear thread of your key points that you're planning to make. So when you speak, you're able to ensure that you stay on the key points and keep everyone engaged. And thirdly, a bonus tip. This is not a habit, rather a mindset that you need to have, which is to take your time and to recognize that you have time. You're not trying to defuse a bomb like Tom Cruise in a movie. Don't feel the urge to rush because of others around you. If someone interjects, don't be afraid to say, "Let me finish my point." By reducing the feeling of being rushed, you'll be more calm, you'll speak slower, and your words will flow more articulately. How to network like a pro. This is 60-second career advice from Job Interviewology. Firstly, have a clear idea in your mind for why you're going. Is it to connect with prospective clients? Is it to find partnerships? Or simply to create awareness to people about your brand? Secondly, set yourself a goal which feeds into your purpose. For example, I'm going to connect with prospective clients aiming to have at least 3 meaningful conversations and exchange their contact details. Or, I'm going to connect with prospective clients and exchange at least 20 details. This will ensure that your networking experience benefits your business. And thirdly, be authentic. Be yourself. Be true to who you are and your values. It will make your interactions genuine and you'll have a far more enjoyable networking experience. Putting yourself first. This is 60-second career advice from Job Interviewology. As a coach, many professionals contact me on the back of feeling let down by their employer. These are loyal staff that in some cases have been at the company for over 10 years. But times have changed. There's no longer a job for life. The possibility of a lowly compensated redundancy is real, and the promotion you've been hoping for isn't guaranteed. The truth is, these are the realities of a hyper-competitive and globalized economy. And let's be real here, the organization's interest always comes first. However, just as companies put themselves first, you have to do the same. If you're unhappy in your job because of the poor pay, the stress, or the lack of challenge, don't feel the need to stay out of loyalty, whether it be to your manager, your team, or the organization as a whole. Change done right is a good thing. Start the process of thinking about what your ideal role looks like. Start polishing up your CV and working on your interviewing skills. Make steps to test the market by registering with recruiters and applying for jobs that you're really interested in. Know your worth and put yourself first. Should I do an MBA? This is 60-second career advice from Job Interviewology. If you're planning to do a master's degree or an MBA, it's a big financial investment. It can range anywhere from between £10,000 to over £50,000, so it's no small money. For some, it can turn out to be an excellent investment. However, for others, when they look back at the cost versus the rewards, the question arises, was it all worth it? So here I have 2 points that you should think about before considering doing an MBA or a master's degree. Firstly, have you maxed out your job market potential? And what I mean by this is, do you have a highly responsive CV? Are you performing at your very best at the interviews? These 2 areas will by far have the biggest impact in your ability to progress in your career, so it's important to ensure that both areas are optimized. Secondly, have a clear vision of where you want to go in your career, and then see how important a role an MBA or a master's degree might play. For example, if your vision is to completely change your career direction, then a master's or an MBA might play a vital role in achieving it. Now, it's important to remember that an MBA or a master's isn't a magic bullet, and is not going to solve all your career obstacles and miraculously improve your salary. If you keep failing at interview stage, you're going to continue to do so even after. However, when a master's degree or an MBA are utilized in the right way, they can be a powerful tool in helping you achieve your career goals. If you like this video, why not subscribe to our social media channels so you can keep up to date with our latest content.